Hey guys. Look at all of yous. Already in here. Ready to go. What's up, what's up? I am Tay, your teacher this evening. Hello, Erica. Cutie bee time with Tay. Yo, Cassie. Yo, cheeky dude. Who else we got here? Anything. The Rizza. The roll call has begun. Hello, everyone. Justin with the alarm. Bring the alarm. I've been through this too long. It's Tay Tuesday, you guys. I called it Quarantine. No, wait, what did I call it? Quarantine TuesTay's is what I called it. Oh, random guy, your favorite broadcasting painter. Oh, Jess. Hello. As I just see your name, I sent you a package and forgot to tell you. There's a package in the mail for you. You might have got it already. Hello, everyone. There's a lot of newbies again. Every time, a bunch of new people. We've got a 13-year-old niece to paint today. Thanks for bringing her, Karen. Hello, niece. Thanks for joining us. Audrey. Hello, Audrey. Nice to see ya. We're painting a cutie bee today, you guys. It's gonna be a fun one. Like my shirt. Thanks, guys. Chandler, Michael, Monica, Ross, Joy, and Phoebe. Guys, it's literally coffee. There was only that one time I drank wine and I felt like I was just frazzled. So I kept it with the coffee, keeping it with the coffee. Plus my music, is it loud? Is it good volume? I have to shout out Tasty Tulip. She hooked us up with this great playlist. Appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Okay, you guys know that I don't start till about 8:10, so we got some time to hang out, to chat for a little bit, to bring up a couple things for the new folks. I'm your teacher, Tay. I have been doing paint nights online for actually a long time, but quarantine has been helping us get to where we are now, where there's about 45 people sneaking in. There's more as we go. We'll see when we start. Last week we had, I got over 80 pictures of frogs sent to me that day. So, that's a double thumbs up. Oh, Kate! Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. Ready to paint a bee? Okay, this is our last scheduled one. I haven't decided what we're going to be painting the next couple ones. It might just be a paint night one we've done before, or I've done before, live with my building. We can look into that. This painting here, again, my PSA, this original painting at the bottom is not mine. Her name is Zan Savage. I'm pretty sure I wrote her name up there. I'll put her website in the caption. Again, I don't paint the pictures at the start. I let you guys go through and choose pictures off the internet that you want to paint. So one of the viewers sent this photo in, so thanks, Zan, for that. It's a beautiful picture. It's going to be a little different. We're going to do it our own way. I like to break it down as simple as we can from the start. And then as we go, you can decide if you want to stop at the most simple part, or if you want to continue on and learn a little more advanced details. Would that be the right thing? I don't know. Oh, bueno. Hello. We got Svengali. Hello. Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I feel like I haven't been here forever, but it's been since Thursday to now. So excited. Another Taylor. We got a lot of Taylors in here today, you guys. Day of the Taylor. I also know that there's a birthday girl. I can't remember her name, but someone in my DMs told me it was your birthday and you were coming today. So everyone say happy birthday. What else? People that live in Calgary call Mona Lisa, our local art store, to get a little rundown on supplies. For about $50, you can get the bare minimum, get a bunch of paint. That'll last you lots of paintings. Some good paintbrushes, a couple of canvas boards. They know about paint nights. Let them know. What else, guys? Finally made one! Jason! Yes! I'm excited too. I am excited too. Hello, both of you. I think there's two of you, right? We're gonna paint this cutie little bumblebee. Am I right? Where is everyone tuning in from? Hello from Ontario. That's a good question. Where is everybody tuning in from? I know there's a lot of local Calgary kids, but I know there's lots of others. Roll call, where are you from? If you want to say, don't feel like you have to say. The girls are having Uncle Mark! Okay, so Tanya and Julia are painting, and Uncle Mark. Hello, Mark. Hello, Greg. Edmonton, Calgary, Claire's home, BC. Vancouver, Calgary. Oh, hello, Grunching. Yeah, good to see you. Calgary as well. I knew it'd be a lot of Calgary folks. Nerdy Bales. Would y'all look at that? Haven't seen you here in a while. Hello. I'm just gonna cheers you, but it's a coffee cup. Oh yeah, we got some San Franciscans from the Bay. Right? Is that right? Did I say that right? Sherwood Park. Guys, we've got... Canada has taken over today. Bay days. Go Canada, go. Just kidding, guys. Hello, everyone. Love to see you all here. We still got 5 minutes. Anything else we can talk about before we go? Supplies-wise, people always message me every week. Oh, thanks for the props, both of you. You guys are the best. People message me all the time asking about what supplies we need, and I just am not going to lie to you guys. I don't have loads of time outside of these hours to prepare for all that kind of stuff. So as long as you have black, white, red, yellow, and blue paints, lots of white too, like keep lots of white. You can color mix any color in the world, and any color we'll use on any painting. So any other paints that you buy are a bonus, that you ever get some, maybe you want like some teals or some pinks or some oranges, so you don't have to mix them. That's super cool. I just don't want everyone to be stressing that they have to buy a bunch of supplies to participate. Some people do it with markers, some people do it with watercolor, some people do it digitally. We've got a couple digital submissions before. Hello, Tasty Tulip. I gave you a shout out for picking the music today. It's been so long since Justin brought you into our lives. It has been. And I was planning on coming back soon, but Corona threw a wrench in that. So I'll be seeing you at some point. Okay? What was I talking about? Supplies. Yeah. Some people are asking about Amazon links. I don't really have any. I'll try to rack up a few. I get them from local art stores. Remember back in the day when you could just come to an office and paint with a group of people? I don't remember it either. It was a journey away. Okay, other news. This Saturday, guys, I'm doing a surprise Saturday afternoon quarantine paint night. By heavy demand, just once, a one-off. We're not going to do Baby Yoda, but we will do a Baby Yoda paint night. Saturday, I haven't decided fully, but a lot of regulars didn't want to do a Baby Yoda, so I decided we will do that at a different time. So this cool Saturday, let me know, guys. Send me some DMs about what you maybe want to paint on Saturday. 2 p.m. Mountain Time. How's that feel? We happy about that? Animals. Tasty Tulips pumped! I know there's a lot of people that can't make it, so all you YouTubers who are watching it soon, see you Saturday maybe. Yoda is, we'll do Yoda on Tuesday. What day? The 28th we will do Baby Yoda paint night. You heard it here first, folks. Your sister wants a fat owl. Animals. Oh, owls are cute. Owls are cute. We could do owl. I like animals too. I feel like it goes well. It always works out well for people. Nobody gets sad at the end. You know, it's good. Lucas wants to paint a panda. Ooh, you guys, actually, should we just do a pet? Should we try to recreate... People have said before that we should recreate one of my paintings. Should we paint this on Saturday? The king panda, yes, exactly. Sold, my cousin sold us, guys. We're gonna paint king panda. That's a good idea. Everyone's happy. Okay, Saturday, what day? 25th at 2 p.m. Mountain Time, we'll be painting the King Panda. Something close. Again, I don't want, like, simplified, and then I'll show you how to get close to this, okay? Because as much as I don't know what I'm trying to say. The best way, when it's really hard and people get really stressed out and aren't, like, it doesn't look right, people usually don't have a good time. So I try not to do too hard of ones. But I think that one is great. I don't think that one is too hard at all. I think the frog was probably harder than that one. So guys, we're doing the panda. Cool, I like that. And it's about 8:10. Are we ready to paint a cutie Bumblebee? Again, PSA, I say it every time. I'm not a trained art teacher by any means. I just paint every day, and I'm trying to figure out this painting as we're going through it with you. So if I go too fast, if I explain something wrong or you have a question, that's what chat's for. And that's the best reason you should have a caffeine account, because then you can comment and it's a good time, okay? All right, everybody, this start step. You can do it in pencil if you want. A lot of people like to start with pencil. I'm gonna teach you how to do it with just really light paint, as usual. And we're starting with shape because you gotta simplify, right? You gotta start from shapes. Background music's loud, beautiful, thank you. I need that info. Dan's not home today to give me my, like, thumbs up in the background. Okay, how's that? We'll just give it one more notch down to be safe. So, no problem, thanks for letting me know. Just because I don't know the quality of everybody's paints, and sometimes some people's paints won't paint over top already laid down paint. I feel like I said paint a lot of times there. So, traditionally, if you have really good quality paints, you could just paint the whole background this blue color, and then you'll paint the flower and the bee on top. But if you're hesitant about the quality, or if you want the colors to be really nice and bold anyway, we're gonna draw out where the flower's gonna go and the bee, so that we don't paint the blue. Does that make sense, everyone? I am going to take a little skinny brush. The smallest brush you have will be helpful. And we're just gonna take the yellow. And you need just the tiniest touch of yellow, you guys. You don't really need much, just a little bit. And we are going to bring, and just by going, see how I go into my water container and I bring droplets of water onto my yellow. And you're just gonna mix that paint right into the water droplets, because you want, like, a very watered down, like, hardly any paint in there at all. More water than paint. More liquidy than chocolate milk. Remember that, everyone? That's a good consistency to compare it to. And it's okay if you can hardly see this drawing. And now that I think about it, you guys are hardly even going to see mine. So I'm going to do mine a little bit darker than you should. Remember, when you are getting ready to lay down all of your shapes, look at the picture that we are drawing and imagine how you want everything laid out so that you make sure you're using the entire canvas. Okay, so we're thinking like a bumblebee roughly up here. We want a big flower roughly here. But when you're looking at it, make sure you use the whole space, because some people tend to paint very small because big empty canvases are scary, and I get that. So imagine how you're going to lay everything out before you lay it out. And the first thing we're going to do is just put a big circle where the flower's going to go. Okay? You guys can hardly even see the color. So like bottom third, to the left a little bit. It's okay if it's not perfect. This is very watered down paint. Like, there's hardly any pigment on there at all. Can you guys see? Because I just want to lay out where things are going to go. I'm going to paint over top of this later. So you don't want it to be like big chunky globs of paint that are going to take forever to dry and will be hard to cover. Okay? Yeah, see, it's like you guys can hardly see it. And then for the bumblebee, same thing. You can make a full circle. You can make a little peanut size. You can do whatever you want. Oh, look, my paint's really thick. I'm going to do a little bean. And look, like I shaped it a little bit fatter than I wanted to by accident, so I just went over twice, and that's okay because I'm gonna just paint over my happy accidents. Right? Whoop. Okay. I've got a lot of you guys sending me pictures already. Okay, was that easy? Do we just lay out a circle and a bean? Simple, right? That's okay if like maybe you're gonna want your flower to be a little bit bigger than that and you made it too small, whatever. A little bit of purple over top the blue will be fine. We're just trying to make our lives a little bit easier in the future, for future Tay and for future you, okay? Circle and a jelly bean. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, this next step had people stressing a little bit when we were, not really stressing, this one will be easier than the sky. We're gonna blend. We're gonna slob a bunch of paint around, and it's the best part. The second best part, after splattering, is the best part of painting, okay? So we're gonna take out a blue, any blue you want. Can you guys see my blue? No, I put it too far. Any blue that you want. I'm using like a light, whatever, the same kind of blue that's in here. If your blue is too dark, you think, add some white in there. Whatever you want. I'm gonna use a big fat brush, a square. I just personally love square brushes, but you can do it with whatever, pointed one, I don't know what it's called, rounded maybe. Do it with whatever you wish. And we're gonna do something that I usually don't ask. We're gonna do something that I usually don't ask you guys to do. We're gonna use a lot of paint. Usually I want you to water it down, but we're gonna use lots of our blue. Your brush is wet because water is your friend, right? And you are going to put your paintbrush up and down in your paint. If you want, like I said, if you want to add some white in there, go for it. You're going to flip it upside down so that you fill literally every bristle. Look at that. Locked and loaded, ready to go. And start slobbing. But don't go in your bean and your circle, okay? And like, see how the paint is a little bit thicker in these parts. Can I show you somehow? Does that work? You can see that it lifts off the page a little bit, or the canvas a little bit, because there's lots of paint in there, and that's good. I'm going to show you as I'm doing this. Let's see. And I want my brush strokes to be crazy. If you guys want it to be flat blue, go for it. I just think the textured look looks I'm not going to say better. The textured looks more fun. I will show you. Do you see? The paintbrush here is kind of like sandpapery, the blue, once it goes on there. That means that my brush is dry. That's a dry brush effect. But then if I get my brush wet, it'll fill the whole canvas. It has full coverage. So one of those isn't better than the other one, but just so that you understand what's happening if you are getting those effects on your canvas. You might need less water or more water. And it's okay if you go where the stem is, because the stem's almost black, and black goes over everything. Okay, how's the slobbing going? And then it's gonna get a little wild, you guys. We're gonna take some white out. As you're going, it's okay, it's not a huge rush. This is a process, so it'll take some time. I just forgot to take the white out first. Okay. So I'm still using that big brush, whatever big brush you want to use. I'm still doing the same thick blue slobs of paint. So your paint should be wet all over your canvas. If it's not a big deal. You can just activate it with some water on your brush. But you are gonna dip your wet paintbrush with some blue on it right into your pile of white. And you're gonna pick some spots. It's gonna feel stressful, but it's fun. Pick some spots to blend some white in there to make a more I was gonna say multi-dimensional, but that's not the word that I'm thinking of. A more painterly look. A more textured background. So I'm just kind of going in between my blue pile of paint and my white pile of paint. When you want to blend stuff, water on your brush helps. I'm just kind of fluffing out those little white spots. It's okay if you're not clean up around the circle because, again, we're just going to be painting that flower out. Oops. I'm also a painter that doesn't like painting flush to the edges. I like leaving these like brush strokies and white spots. So again, that's a me thing. But look, even this Zan at the bottom here, she paints flush to the edges. Paint flush to the edges if you want. Oh my gosh. I personally don't really have any rhyme or reason where I'm putting these little white spots, but kind of like a cloudy texture maybe, I guess. Now that I do like these paint nights more, I can kind of like not clue in. I know more of what can be an issue for people at home. So when we were doing that paint, the night sky, one thing that people really struggled with was a harsh line when they were doing blending. So let's, for example, let's see if I can make up. So let's say I make a white line like that, but I want it to look like everything else. You can go in with just a wet brush if your sharp edge is still wet. You go in with a wet brush and you can really just fluff out the sides. Does that kind of make sense? I'm like, just fluff it. You can go in with the blue to make it blend a little bit more with the colors around it. Right. How's it looking? Fluffy? Let's focus on the painting, not my face. Do have a nice textured background. In the picture there is some blue, some purple in there, but I'm just gonna reserve that for splatter time later. Is it not our favorite time? Splatter time? I guess we should make the PSAs of like, protect your surfaces. Oh, good. It also looks like some people can control their splatter a lot more than I can, so you're ahead of the game on that one. Alright. Okay. How's it coming, folks? So we're obviously going to do some splatter at this stage too, okay? It's going great? Perfect! I even did some research to see how I can teach things better. Okay? Because I noticed, Dad's a great example. I've been skating my whole life for as long as I can remember. And Dan has not. He picked up skating not very long ago, probably because of me. And I can't teach him how to stop. I'm just like, turn and stop. Duh. But I don't know how to like teach the step by step. So I thought I was a bad teacher. There's a couple of things that I'm like, just do it. I don't understand. So if I give that energy to you guys, let me know. I know. Kate, I tried to teach you too. I know. And I suck at it. That's why I'm surprised. It's because I guess I'm surprised I can teach painting. I don't know why, but I'm surprised that I can teach one thing, but not many others. Kate is a prime example too. I think I have a video of you like doing a nice spin when trying to stop. There we go. Crash Bandicoot? Understatement. Okay. I'm gonna get to splatter in a little bit. Because this process, it needs to be dry before I go to the next part. So everyone's kind of probably gonna be at very different stages here. Let's just get to some splattering. I'll teach some... I got a couple DMs last week about people who couldn't. They said they couldn't get splattering down. And I think I have to show, again, some examples. So, splatter with a brush. I'm using just a medium-sized brush. We're going back to what I was talking about, the very first step, how you want your paint water concoction to be very liquidy, more water than paint, chocolate milk consistency. Okay? Whoop. And if you can see, the way that you do that is you literally just dip your brush in your water and bring it over to your paint and literally just, I don't know how to explain that. Just do that. Mix it together to make it your chocolate milk consistency. Give it a couple taps. I'm gonna do white splatter right now, you guys. Thanks, Taytay. I'm always so bad at. Sometimes I forget to tell you guys what I'm doing. And then, if you want to do it the messy way, which is the best way, you will literally flick your canvas from about. You can test. You can play around with going super close, with coming far away. I can show you there. If you have the right consistency, that is the... Come on. I hate when it gets blurry. This is the type of... Okay, sorry. Let's try this a different way. How can I do this? Oh, yes, you would know the best. You are. How about this? Huh? Perfect. So can you guys see the splatter consistency when I make it that nice chocolate milk amount? Fair. It's got to practice social distancing with the with the camera. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate your help, actually. I've been learning a lot. You taught me a lot with lighting. I always make sure that the canvas is in the middle so that that's what it focuses on, you know? Okay. It is like flower pollen tasty tulip. Oh no, I just got yellow in my white. Okay, now I'm going to try to show you guys what happens when it is not watery enough, that you didn't add enough water into... Oh, thanks for the heart. I always appreciate a prop. Okay. Let's see if I can make it happen. Okay, yes. Okay, perfect. So, oh yeah, wait. How about here? Can you guys see how this splatter down here is almost like a line? And compared to like... My words are failing me today, you guys. I don't know why. That just means I don't have enough water in my paint concoction. You want it to be nice and splatter burst like this, not like constellation lines. Actually, let me fix my words. If you don't want them to look like constellation lines, that means that you just need to add more water into your into your paint mixture. And I just erased that with a wet microfiber cloth that just kind of went. You can use a towel, you can use a t-shirt, you can use a paper towel, you can use anything. But let me know, you guys, if you're having trouble with splatter. You can always send me a picture of what it looks like if you're not liking it. And I can tell you if it's more or less water. That is usually the main culprit, would be water amount. If you don't want to get messy, another way to do it is... let me make sure. Is this. You hold the paintbrush with the paint on the bottom in one hand, and then you tap it with a paintbrush on top, and then you don't get it in on your hands all the time, because this is what my hands look like 24/7. And then if there's any toothbrush goers out there, since I've been talking about it every other stream, toothbrush, get a good old regular toothbrush. You'd go in that same chocolate milky concoction paint, and you just flick it. Like I always say, locked and loaded like a gun, and you literally just flick it onto your canvas. Oh no, my paintbrush is dirty, so I'm flicking gross colors on there, but you get the point, right? And then we're just gonna have to let this sit a touch. We want it to be dry before we start painting our other things. I just realized my Bumblebee is going to be very chubby. And I'm okay with that. But if you guys want a skinnier Bumblebee, you can put a little extra blue and thin that circle out if you want. Izzy, you're doing a baby canvas, like a cutie little small one? That personally stresses me out. I can't paint small. Some people, a lot of you guys can, but small stumps me. Okay. A good way to know if your paint is wet or not is the, let me see if I can show. Sorry, camera. Okay, can you see how the light reflects? It's very shiny on these parts right here. That is still wet. You can blow dry your stuff if it's taking too long. You can physically blow at it. You can paper fan it. I'm gonna leave, mine should be okay in a minute. I'm gonna let it sit for a minute, and then we're gonna... What do you guys want to start with? Do you want the flower or the Bumblebee first? Which one? Oh, hello, Valerie. Flower. We got 2 right up flowers. That's super cool. Nice. Everyone wants flowers, so beautiful. All right. How's our backgrounds? Do they need some dry time? Here, let's just look at a couple while your background's dry. Where are we at? Oh, that's such a little baby canvas. Oh, I don't have as many pictures as I thought. Let me see. How do you know if it's dry enough? If it is... Oh, beautiful. Okay, here, we've got one that I'll show so that you guys can see. I know some people like to see... Check that blending out. I know people like to see what other people's looks like so that you know that you're on track too. Everyone's always look completely different, so don't stress at home if yours doesn't look like mine, okay? Because they're supposed to look different. That's the point. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful blending up there. Okay, how do you know if it is dry enough? Is it dry to the touch? If you gently touch it. We really want it. The main thing is you don't want your colors to mix in with the blue. We want it to be completely dry underneath. Like I can do this and nothing is getting on my hands. That's important. Okay, what colors did I tell you guys to have? Oh, and now you guys all sent pictures. We'll do that after. Small can is harder for sure. Small canvas is, yeah. Small's tough, guys. Small's tough. Okay. So, we are going to get some black out. Oh, we've got an ad. Sorry. Skip that ad. We're getting some black out. If you have green, grab some green. If you don't have green, grab some yellow to mix in with your blue. What am I going to do? Let's get some green. You can mix the same blue you have in the background with the yellow we started with. Okay. I am not using a good brush. Let's see what we're going to use. Just using a medium pointed brush. And remember, black is a very, very powerful pigment. It will take over any color you mix with it. So, when we use black, you want to use like the tiniest touch, like I'm just gonna take, you see that little, oh that, not so close, Taylor. See that little blob right there? Just that little tiny touch of black. And I am gonna mix it in with a way bigger glob of green, or with a little bit of yellow and a little bit of blue. It's okay because we want this to be almost black. We just want a touch of green in there. Okay. We are gonna go. Are you ready? Our consistency of our paint is a little in between, in the middle. Same amount of paint, the same amount of water. Not too watery, not too thick. A wet paintbrush is your friend. And we are gonna go to about a little under. So if this is our circle and this is the halfway point, we're gonna go about 2 millimeters. A centimeter, basically the center of the circle, and we're gonna go all the way down. Just bring that dark blacky green just straight down. You can paint it completely off the canvas if you want. You can stop it where I stop, whatever you want. Okay, how's that feel? We okay with that? So when you look at this flower at the bottom of the picture there, it basically is a full circle. The bottom half is the darker pricklies and the top half is the blue pricklies, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to make, how is this the easiest way to teach this? We're going to follow the base of our circle. And we're gonna paint little triangles, okay? I'll start by just doing 2. And the reason we're doing the bottom ones first is to make it look like appropriate, like it's in the right amount of space. You want the ones in the front to be overlapping the ones on the bottom. So we're gonna do the bottom line first, or the bottom pricklies, I don't know, what are these things? We're going to do the bottom ones first. So there's 2 ways of doing the triangle. You can either physically draw one line and then draw another line to add up to it to make the little pokey part. Or if you want to go back to the pressure points that we were talking about one on the other classes, which I'm going to do again because I've heard that it's helping people. So pressure is also a very important part of painting. I'm going to use the same paintbrush, and if I don't press very hard, I'm using just the tip of the brush and I'm doing a very thin outline. See? But if I use the exact same paintbrush and I push the paintbrush all the way down, so if you see from the side, I'm using the entire thing. Look at how big of a line that is. So, forgive me if I sound like a broken record to all you regulars. These were made by the same paintbrush, top one with not much pressure, bottom one with lots of pressure. So push really hard if you want it to go, you want your paintbrush to go a long way. But if you want it to just be nice and thin, don't push too hard on your paintbrush. So there's a way that you can use both of those at the same time, and it's going to feel crazy to some of you. But you can push hard at the end, and then as you get to the bottom, you lift up your paintbrush so that it goes right just to the tip. Oh, I kind of messed up at the end there, but if you want to try a little more of an advanced paintbrush technique, you push hard and pull away at the end. My paintbrush is so crappy as I'm teaching you this so poorly. Okay. Or if you want, you can just go line, line, like you would normally draw something, and then fill in the inside with your black green. Does that make sense? Did I stress anyone out? I'm gonna go with another one. I'm just kind of going up the edge of the bottom of the circle. They don't have to be perfect. Like, you can throw a little guy in there if you want. Just like the trees on our last time. Nature's not perfect, so you can just paint it not symmetrically. Asymmetrically? Is that the right word? To make it look more realistic, because if you paint it exact on both sides, it won't look like it's from nature. How's that coming, you guys? Let's do another one over here. I'm making them point a little more out as we go up. Whoop, whoop. We kind of have to let these dry before we do the first layer, but I'm going to stop there for the bottom layers. Let's see what else we got up here. It has begun. We got the bean. Also, shout out to Cassie, you guys. I forgot. She's in Ontario. She stays up late to get these paint nights done. She's committed. I appreciate it. Look at that cutie little bean. Okay, what else do we got? Look at that beautiful blended sky and that cute bean in a circle. Ooh, look at that! Painting on a little wood block! Well, that's beautiful. It's gonna be really cute. Look, guys, you can paint on whatever you want. Ooh, we got a couple going. I like the difference of the two. Into it. Look at that, you guys. Everyone is moving along beautifully. There you go. Oh, cute. I like a square canvas. That's cute too. And this is the little mini canvas we were talking about earlier. Adorable. Stressing me out to paint small, but you're killing it. You're killing it. Okay. So I'm just going to assume that all of our little bottom leaves are doing almost dry-ish, okay-ish. You're going to go back into your black-green mixture that you've been doing all of these with. And you're going to add in a little bit more green and a tiny touch of white, but no more black. A little more green and a tiny touch of white so that there is a subtle difference of color. And we're going to be doing the exact same thing as we were before, but one thing that you can pay attention to is filling out each of these triangles in the middle of every one that you laid before, kind of like brick. Laying down bricks, or if you think of like Lego, you would put another Lego on top of the crease in between two Legos. Does that make sense? So I'm going to do mine a little bit more white than you guys should, just so that you can see. But that means there's going to be one straight down in the middle. You guys see the difference? See how there's two leaves there? We're going to do a leaf in the middle of those two. You might need to add a little bit more white than you think, because you do want there to be a little bit of a difference. And same thing, right in the middle of those two, we're going to put a little leaf. Hello, Freddie. Thanks for the props. How are you doing? Which is actually really ironic, because look at my shirt today, you guys. That wasn't even on purpose. Good. Good to hear. We're as a group painting this cutie little painting at the bottom here. I think it's going well. Right, guys? Everyone at home? Or we just add some leaves in between all of our old bottom leaves. Whoop. Whoop. If you don't think your green is showing up enough, add more white in there if you want. Cassie says yes. Good. Good to hear that it's going well at home too. I never know. Oops, oops, oops. How's that? I don't know if this is going to be a super long one, guys. This one might be a little bit shorter than others. To please get out of my YouTube playlist ads. Okay, there we go. Do I see a Jessica in here? I recognize that dog up there. How's it going? Oh my gosh, I didn't say that just to squeeze out a prop, but like, I appreciate it. I hope the move's going good. Okay, you guys. You'll be back Thursday? Beautiful. I haven't decided what we're going to paint yet on Thursday. Maybe Thursday should be Baby Yoda. Because Thursday is when Comic Expo would have started. Oh, Lisa and Daryl. Hello. All unpacked and finally just sitting down for an evening. Heck yes. That's important. Hello, 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 everyone. There's a couple more just randoms of you just snuck in. I like it. Welcome to the first third of paint night. We have got, what does it look like so far? A bunch of crows on a phone line. Or am I just, is that just the weird artist in me? Baby Yoda, my Tay Paint Night collection needs him. Hey, Baby Yoda will come. I think I told you guys at the start of this that he was going to be on the 28th, but maybe it should be on Thursday. And then we're painting King Panda Saturday. Okay. moving along, folks. You're going to be like, what, Taylor? Why are you jumping us back and forth like this? But in that same little mixture, like we made at the bottom down here, where we added white to the black green, we're going to add a little more green back to it because we want this next layer to be a touch darker than the layer underneath it because it is in shadow of the puffy flower. Okay? Makes sense? Tasty Tulip's still waiting for Satan. Lily would be so happy to hear you say that. And it looks like a phoenix stretching in front of a moon. Ooh, that's actually, yeah, that looks way more than what I was saying. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing again. And you're gonna, with this little bit darker green, and you're gonna, again, go in the middle, oops, of each of those new leaves that you just made. See how it's a touch darker? Oh my gosh, I just painted the bottom. Just rub that away. Let me go back to that. Oh, is there the birthday girl? I called. Are you who DM'd me about it being your birthday? Everybody say happy birthday to Carrie. Thanks for spending your birthday with me. It's an honor and a privilege. Yes, I called you out at the start. Happy to see you here. Happy 421 birthday. Yeah, look at that. We got a cake prop in there for you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I love that. Thanks, Dirty Bells. I appreciate that. Aw, guys. How's your painting looking? There's the bottom of our weird... Is this a milk thistle? I feel like it's a milk... What's it called? What's this purple flower? The happy birthdays are still coming. Oh my god, Izzy Busy, I literally just saw you saying you should do a Yoda on Thursday in honor of Comic Expo. I just saw it. Great minds think alike. Oh, I love that. This is the third, I think this is the third one in a row that there's a birthday. It's a milkweed. Okay, so I was close. A milk thistle and a milkweed. Very close, very close. Now we're gonna let that dry a little bit. But then we're going to bring that purple flower in. But like I said, it doesn't have to be purple. You can make whatever color you want. Okay? If you want it to be purple, take out your purple now-ish as we let everything dry. If you want it to be blue, if you want it to be orange, if you want it to be whatever you want, take all those colors out. Hot pink, maybe? Maybe that'd be fun. Where's my purple at? This is kind of purpley and pink. Come on. Your phone's gonna die. Good night. Jessica, you've been missed many times. Madge has been asking for you every time. We'll be so thrilled to have you back on Thursday. Okay, guys. Today's a nice chill pace. I'm into it. There's not too many of you in there. I can't wait to have routine back. Heck yeah! I'm honored that paint night is pretty routine. I'll take it. Okay, guys. Looks like that's not a weed in Australia. Okay, see, I said milk thistle as well. And then someone said milkweed, which I feel like they're probably in the same family. Okay, just because this is vital, your green really has to be dry for us to do the purple. So we'll chill for a little bit while I show you guys some other people's examples. Let's see what we got. You would call it a weed? Okay, well then we were all right. Guys, are we jealous that he's from Australia? Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I actually don't... Maybe my phone isn't... My computer isn't loading your pictures as well as it has in the past. I don't know why. Let's see, let's see. Okay, look at that. Look at those two. Audrey's and her mom's. Beautiful. You're Canadian, you have healthcare too. No need. Hey, that's fair. But Australia just seems so beautiful. Pee break, snack break, drink break. Hey, I'll take it, you guys. Everyone head up. Pee break, drink break, snack break. Oh, look at all these options. Beautiful. We got tasty tulip. Ah, tasty tulip. You said you made it the disappearing one again. Yeah, see, it's funny that you, like, but when you live with snow forever, like, we're okay with not having snow for a bit. So we can trade 100%. Look at that one. I'm loving the brush strokes, loving the background. Oh my god. Beautiful. Girl, you're a painter. Do you know? I'm a teacher and you're a painter. Did we just switch? Is this Freaky Friday? Ooh, nice thistle bottoms. Nice thistle bottom? Does that... I'll take it. That's what we'll call it. Then we can just live in opposite countries all the time. Perfect. Just perfect. Oh, look at that snack you just brought with you, Tanya. Appreciate it. Didn't know you were sharing. Okay. So do we have our beautiful flower background, color out. Whether it be purple, whether it be whatever other colors are out there that you maybe would want. Okay. I am going to use... I need some new paintbrushes, y'all. Let's see this guy. Okay. It's a medium brush, pointed. Paint Sonic. Ooh, that's a good one too. Medium, pointy-ish brush. You're gonna get your purple. Some of your purples, like my purple doesn't look like this one down here. So don't stress if yours looks different. Some of your purples might be a little bit too dark. You can add a touch of white in there if you want to bring it up a little bit. But because we're painting dark to light, right, you guys? Because that's how I like to do it. We are basically just going to fill out the bottom in one solid color. And then we're going to go paint kind of like we did down here. We're going to bring the thistle-y things up around it with lighter colors. Dark to light, dark to light. So, take the darkest purple that you want to use. And you are just going to start... Your paint is a nice mixture between, again, wet and not... Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I can't talk today. A mixture between water and paint. You don't want too much water. You don't want too much paint. Just dip your brush in the paint in the water tube once or twice. You're scared just looking at it. Oh, at the Sonic. And remember, I'm making little lines because I'm holding my brush very lightly. I'm not giving lots of pressure. You're just gonna fan out this purple. It's okay if there's no rhyme or reason. Remember, nature's okay if it's not perfect. It already looks brown. A blob of blacks and blues. No, you gotta try next time. And you're just gonna paint that all blue. Oh, mine, it literally looks blue. Back to my purple problem again. On the screen for you guys, it looks blue, but I swear it's purple. It's not quite that purple, but it's not what it looks like to you. How's that little Q-tip fur ball? You can even maybe curl up these edge pieces a little bit. Like it. Love it. It's funny, I'm just like painting a weed to you, I guess. It's just like we're the equivalent of painting a dandelion, I guess. Okay? And this, if your green isn't dry, don't do this. If it is dry, perfect. We are going to just open up, bring that purple over. Oh, look, see, my green isn't dry, and it just mixed into a crappy color there. You're holding on for the bee? Sorry, I saved them for the end. Okay. Okay, and I'm not stressing you out. I'm not trying to stress you out by going fast, but it's kind of going to work in our favor if our paint is still wet while we do this, okay? So, what did I do over the green? I just brought the same purple. It's still the same purple I was using, but I just brought it over top of the green to overlap it. Can you guys tell? It's basically exactly what we're doing with the green leaves, but with the purple. I just mixed a little bit right there because it was wet still. But if you look at the picture down here, you can see that the purple overlaps. Oh, wow, my pointing is just at nothing. The purple kind of overlaps the green underneath to show that it is above it, in front of it, in space. So we just want to bring some of the purple over top. We're going to be going in with this purple a lot, you guys, so it's totally okay. If it's a little messy, we're going to be going in with lighter colors until it looks just how we want it. Okay, are we ready? We're going to go in with almost pure white on our brush. Oh, that's impossible because I have no clean white on here. I know I told you we're working dark to light, and now I'm like, let's go and toss some white right on that dark, but trust me. You're scared you can't watch. I've got you on the edge of your seats. Okay. We're going to go in with some pure white on our paintbrush, but since there's already some purple in there, see how it's already blending a little bit on my brush? My paintbrush was still purple from doing what we were doing before, but I added some white onto it. And do you see how there's a white center part of our flower? All of the colors. Oh, just like this. And we're going to pick up the top part of our circle, and we are going to make a couple brush strokes up. There's some water on your paintbrush. It's not only paint. But see how I'm always painting in the same direction, bottom to top, bottom to top. See that guy there? And see, since the purple is still wet, it's blending a little bit at the bottom. I can't believe how blue that looks, you guys. I can't even handle it. Oh, well. And again, I mix my colors with my paintbrush because I like the look of that maybe you have a thick chunk of dark purple in your light purple when you go on there. It kind of mixes itself on the canvas, but it is suggested to mix colors with something else, like a knife or a palette knife or something. But that's the technique that I do. Like with the same messy brush that we just used to do that, I'm going to go right into the dark purple we used before. I'm going to take a little slob of white to lighten up the purple a little bit. Not as much as this, but a little bit. And we're going to start doing that same technique again. You can use a thin brush if you're not getting the hang of the pressure right away. You can use a thinner brush than the thick brush I'm using. But we're going to start at the bottom, and you're just going to start doing these directional puffs. See how they're a little bit lighter than the color underneath, so we're adding some depth in there. And again, we are following the same direction. Our brush strokes are really important to do them in the same direction. How's that? It's always helpful for me to see your guys' pictures too, to see if what I'm explaining makes any sense. But again, if you don't feel like your paint's pulling well enough, you probably need more water on your paintbrush. If color's blending too much when you put it on there, maybe the paint underneath is too wet and you need to let it sit a little bit. What other problems may occur? Let me know if you guys are having other problems. Because we're just going to go in and we're going to use just another touch of white more into that same concoction, and we're going to start about a little bit up from the bottom. We're just going to keep doing it. No rhyme or reason. Always go bottom to top. Ooh, I don't really like that line there. We can always go in with darker purple and fix up some spots. Like my white's not white enough, I don't think, in the middle. I'm just gonna whiten up that spot again. Your green is still very wet, hey? Ooh, that's a long time. Did you bring out your blow dryer last time? I can't remember. If you can't put the purple on top of the green right now, that's totally okay. You can kind of start playing with the top spindlies. But yeah, if it's green, you don't want to put the purple over top of the green because that will be a mess. Okay, we got some pictures. Let's see while you guys start playing with that. Let's see. Okay. Move this over a little bit. Beautiful. Love the texture in that one. Oh, nice. We got... Does that mean you didn't send me yours and that's only Julia's? Is that what we're saying? Oh, okay. You guys, if you see that disappearing message and you think that's yours, that means that you didn't click keep in message when you sent me the picture in DMs. I need you to click keep in message. That's very important. Oh, look at that one. Love the textured sky. Ooh, look at that beautiful flower too. Gosh, you guys. It's so tiny. It's so cute. Look at that one. You guys, look at those little puffy flowers, little cotton balls. Beautiful. Some of you have the right color. Mine is so wrong. If you feel like your puff ball is just becoming one value and not puffy like this, not much of texture in there, you can go back to that purple you're using before, a little bit darker, and literally come right back in. Oops. You like fluffy, so do I. And you can add a couple more strokes of a darker color. It's kind of just time to have fun with the paint and... Oops. Slowly start mixing more white to get different values. You can bring some darker bits over top of your white circle to show it's in space a little bit. See that? Yeah, oh, Tay, sorry, you guys, sometimes I just, like, tangent off of a thought, but back to Tay with it drying. You should be able to get some of this stuff done without having to come close to your green. You can just go move ahead a little bit. Remember, you're always following the same direction. You're always going up and out, up and out. It's kind of like a fan. It fanned out this way and it fanned out the bottom. If you want, you can make some more little spikies to make it more fiffly. And we're Raven today, and I like it. It's such a nice, peaceful drawing. I'm going to stop using this purple because it just deceives ya. This is the time that people who want to try new things, you can add some other colors in there. Some other, like maybe some pinks inside of it. And that's by doing exactly the same thing. You'll just get your paintbrush a little bit. This is tricky with cheaper paint, but patience is a virtue. You know what? 110%, you are right. I always try to think of the quality levels. Adding white to it doesn't help it go on top of the other ones. Hey, I knew what you meant. No worries. She probably is virtuous. Yes. I was gonna do some purple splatter too, guys, if you wanted to, while we're waiting for some people. Remember, if your paints start looking muddy and feeling muddy, change your paint water. Lots of pigment stays in there and it can affect your paint, so feel free to change out your water. Remember, guys, to splatter, I am mixing a nice amount of water into my paint to make a chocolate milky concoction. Tasty tulip, hey. Some girl I know told me about that. Boots and cats and boots and cats and... Yeah. Okay, I'm flicking some paint, some purple on here. And I'm going to go kind of close to the canvas because I only want it to be around the flower. Another way to control splatter is if you put it flat, you can put pieces of paper over top spots that you don't want splatter to go. But again, I'm just going to put some splats in there. Can we see that? Okay. I'm assuming the flower's going to take some time for some people. Do you guys want to show, like, I can show you how I would add other colors in there. Let's see. If you want to add, like, I'm going to add some pink in with my purple. This is just an extra if someone's waiting around. If you want to try to. Just a little brush. Again, I want it to be unison with what we are painting on already. So I'm going to take some of the purple that we were using before and touch up with a little bit of pink in there. We're going to do the same thing, guys. You're just going to follow some little spots. Maybe you're painting like just the tips of some of the thistles. You can't even see the color in there. But again, just I'm all about layering, right? So I'm going to go in at first with the pink with the purple in it. But then I'm going to go over top again with a little bit of just pink so that it blends up nicely. I don't know. How's that? Playing with some extra color. Always following top to bottom to top strokes. Paint strokes are really important. You can show movement, you can show direction, you can show distance with brush strokes. Okay. Are you guys ready to paint a bumblebee right away here? I feel like I probably should give you a couple more minutes, but... Is it bumblebee time?
You're here for the music.
We are here for the music.
Get YouTube Music Premium to listen offline.
There you guys, that's a free YouTube ad right there you're getting.
Without ads.
You're welcome, YouTube.
YouTube Music Premium, free for 30 days and just $9.99 a month.
Okay. I think we're gonna paint a bumblebee, you guys. Are y'all ready for this? Bees! You get a bee, and you get a bee. Everybody get some bees. Anybody else know that good old meme? I know. My favorite Oprah meme, too. You dare me to sing? I am a terrible singer, so sometimes it just comes out by accident, but I won't hold you guys to that. I won't put you through that. You'll sing if you... I'll sing if you sing, Jelly. Nobody will hear your beautiful voice. Is it weird that when I'm like, okay, what song can I sing off the top of my head was, oh, say, can you see? Back from using the hairdryer. Okay, see, look, guys, everybody's doing it. If you need to dry, let it go. I know, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why. I don't even know that whole song. That's all I know of that. I don't know why. I don't know why, you guys. Get out. Get out. I would say I'm a terrible Canadian, but I'm not. I'm a great Canadian. I love Canada. Let's go next. That one was too slow for right now. See, I haven't seen Letterkenny, so I'm so sorry. Everyone tells me I should watch it, though. And you know what's funny? It was all my American friends told me that I should watch it. Has anyone else seen Letterkenny out there? Is it a true representation of Canada? Okay, I'm gonna get some other paint water, y'all. And we're getting ready for the bee. Okay, good. Karen's ready for the bee. I think someone else said they were ready for the bee. Let me get some water. Ontario, Canada, maybe. Okay. Give me 1 second. And then we're gonna paint a bee. All right. Prepare for the bee. To pee right back. 100% actually. How'd you know? Okay. Ready for the bee, everybody? I'm gonna try to do this in the least stressful way possible. Which is... Okay, let's do it. Let's get out your yellow. We're gonna start with yellow. It may be crazy, but we're gonna just do it. So we want a good chunky yellow. You think it would be less stressful to just catch a bee and stick it to the canvas? You guys. I make it easy and fun. Remember, I'm Barb Ross coming at ya. Let's do it. We got yellow, and you want more paint than water on your brush. A nice good chunk. I'm using a whatever medium size brush. And we are going to just kind of paint your bean. You're just going to fill your bean in yellow. Because black will be able to paint over the yellow just fine, and vice versa would be hard, okay? So we're just painting that bean in. I'm like feeling like I don't really like the shape of the first one I made, so I don't really care if there's some space on the top and bottom of it. You can cover that with blue later. Maybe the black will cover them up. Who cares? But I just colored in my bean yellow. Okay. Yeah, Barb Ross, that's me. This might be weird. We're going for it. We're going for it. I never really thought about the bee until right now, so. He's super cute. We kind of have to let our yellow dry a little bit, so we'll just chill for a second. Okay. It's probably not dry, but not the end of the world. Okay, we're going with pure black. What incarnation? Why is my paintbrush pink? I'm using a smaller brush than I just did, just for a little more control, but you can use the same one if you want, just with a little bit less pressure. Just turned Aussie there for a second, you guys. Okay. So, we are going to paint this bee's head, and it is a circle right on the tip of our bean. It even comes down a little bit, like he has a little bit of a chin almost on this black circle. There's a nice mixture between water and paint on your brush, not just paint. Water will help you move it around a little bit. Oh my gosh. It's basically, I'm painting it from the side, but it's basically a straight up and down oval. How's that? And then, if your yellow's super wet, this might be a nuisance, so you might need to wait for a second, which is totally fine. I'll just do this quick. We're going to be painting a... It's kind of like a U underneath of him. Since I got the Oprah meme. Movie quote quiz. Be yourself. Isn't that from that Bee movie? The Jerry Seinfeld? I have no idea. Oh my gosh, E.T. Be yourself. I'm right here. Aladdin! Guys, no one help me out there. I had no idea. Okay. So we have that U cut. See, it kind of even went under my bean a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. And then we're going to fill out his stripes. There'll be a stripe there. And then his little booty. How's that, guys? Does that look weird? It does look weird. It does look weird. We won't talk about what it looks like. I'll just color these in. How am I doing, guys? Am I going a little fast? And if you like see me here, I'm not really, I left a little bit of space there that I don't like. You just get your blue out from the start and you can fill it out. You can do it at the end, you can do it right now before we paint the legs on, whatever you want. See, like I'm just gonna cover up my mistakes. Whoop! I didn't want that there. And how about, sure. Covered. My Bumblebee's very long, but that's cool. That's okay. I know it looks weird right now, you guys, but it'll come together, I swear. Your bee's very fat. That's what I like to hear. Fat bees are the best bees. Fat with a PH. Mm-hmm, exactly. I'll take it. Okay. Go slow for the legs. We've got one. We've got one. We've got another. Short little legs to start. Trust the process. Exactly, Tanya. Yes. You guys gotta trust the process. Exactly. I kind of made his top leg a little long, but that's okay. We'll just... You can fatten up the bottoms of their legs. I'm just slowly puttering because I'm not hearing from you guys, so we're just gonna slowly build this bee, okay? This leg went down. Remember pressure if you want to do a little line. You don't put much pressure on your paintbrush. You're just watching the bee building. That's super cool. I'm okay with that. Okay. Just gonna bring some of his legs down. This leg looks crazy. Between the bee and the flower, you have two different paintings, 110%. Okay, guys, this bee is fuzzy too. So, you're gonna take a small brush. Little. Look how little. If you don't have that little, totally fine. What we were just using will do the trick too. Just keep remembering the little tip about pressure. Good. It's the good type of pressure. Okay. Not pure pressure. Okay. So, you are going to make them fuzzy by just bringing your little paintbrush. Oops. Like this. Look at that. You can start from inside and go out, or you can start from outside and go in. It's totally whatever you prefer. But he's a little fuzzy guy. So we're just making little, like, very small, little puffies coming out of him. How's that? You can use your dry brush technique if you want. You can use a watery brush. I'm using a more watery brush. And there's this cute butt. Maybe his legs are a little hairy. I don't know. Let's do it. Maybe he has... Jumps like a truck. What? Baby, move your butt. Butt. That's literally my karaoke theme song. Not theme song. My karaoke song of choice. Let me sing it again. She got jumps like a truck. Guys like what? All night long. 10 points to whoever knows that. Baby Got Back as a karaoke song is... That's a great jam. Cisco, yeah, 100%. Yeah, Thong Song Cisco, Cassie wins. What's everybody else's karaoke song of choice? That's a good question. How's your fuzzy bees? Oh, Canada? Kate, shut up. Are you serious? Do you seriously go up and sing "Oh, Canada"? That's the best choice I've ever heard. I literally just pictured you like asking everyone to remove their hats. It would crush. Okay, guys, we gonna get our yellows out and we're gonna live on the edge, okay? Because our black is wet, so we're gonna be careful. So if you don't want to live vicariously, not vicariously, if you want to live vicariously through me, you could watch me do it and wait for yours to dry. Or we can just go for it. I think it's okay if it blends a little bit. I'm still using a little brush. Kate, what is... I feel like you have a good karaoke theme song, though. What is it, like Shania Twain? I've got a little brush. I've got pure yellow on my brush. Some people's yellow might not show up well. Maybe you need to add a touch of white in there. That's possible. But you're going to do the same thing. You got to make that bumblebee fluffy in the yellow parts, too. So you can bring it right over top the blue, if you like... You can hardly see from there. Oh gosh, I just gave him a hunchback of Notre Dame. Picture Sheryl Crow and toothbrush. Hey, that's a good one. I like that. Should we have a Zoom karaoke party or what? Okay, make that fuzzy bumblebee go. My yellow is crapping out on me. Video killed the radio star. Ooh, Shannon, that's a great one, too. That is a great one. I actually have something that is called vocal cord dysfunction, which most people probably never heard of before. So I actually can't sing really well. My vocal cords don't work like other people's do. That's why my voice sounds like this. So unfortunately I'm not blessed to be able to sing very well. Oh gosh, I just started painting without telling you guys what I was doing. Okay, so we'll just, everyone fill up your yellow fluffy bumblebees. Ignore that spot I just did, we'll talk about it in a second, unless you guys are ready for the go ahead. I'm just gonna paint black over that start I just missed. I just got in the zone, you guys. Let's just pretend I didn't do that, okay? Just... It's fine. Ah, thanks for the alarm. If you guys, props are a very nice way of showing your support, and I appreciate that very much. Okay, how's that bumblebee coming? Oh my god. For the cheating. No. Alright, they're just the best. Cheater! Woo! I'll take it. Hey, I'll take it. I'll keep cheating. I'll keep cheating. Okay. Do we have yellow fluff balls? Your bee is short and fat. Well, you know what? Julia wants to do a stinger. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, you can. Let's do his antennas first, and then we will do wings and a stinger. And then for the people saying that their bees are short and fat, if you want him to be longer, realistically, you can add another stripe. Right? Like, so you would bring his butt down a little more and add another yellow if you want. Would that work? Does that make sense? Okay, we've got a little skinny brush again. Whoop. I probably should have painted his antenna when we painted the legs, but to be honest, I completely forgot. So we're just gonna go for it now. Sorry, we're jumping around. Welcome to my brain. Okay. His little antennas If this is an oval, we're working off the left side of the oval. And let's do one line straight up. And another one straight out. Doot. Legless. I thought that said Legolas. Aw, thanks for those. I appreciate you. Do you have two antennas? Remember, don't press too hard if you want to make a really light line, and have water on your brush if you want your paint to move. The next line kind of bows in the middle a little bit. So when you start up here, you kind of bow down a little bit. Whoop. Same with this one. Whoop. Oops, I made him a little thin. That's okay. That's cute. That's cute. This is Lord of the Rings. Hey, don't remind me. I have a Lord of the Rings commission that has been taking me years, guys. I've never worked on something for years except for this painting. And it kills me that it's not done yet. You just reminded me. A Lord of the Rings painting's coming, you guys, I promise. And if the person who ordered it's out there, I'm sorry. You know who you are. Okay. We've got a bug with antennas. I'm going to make this a little bit fatter. We've got a bee with legs. Let's start them wings. Okay. We're still going to have black on our brush. And we are going to, just off the top, your lines might be in a different spot, which is fine. I'm going to start right at the start of the second black bump. And you're just going to make a line out for where you want the bottom wing to go. And a line above it for where the top wing's going to go. Okay? 2 lines out. Oh my gosh, I just dropped something. If they've seen the director's cuts, they're patient. Hey, I like that. That's hilarious. Okay. We've got those 2 black lines. What time is it? 9:36. Okay. I think we're on track. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're right. I was just pointed out to me that says 2019 at the bottom. I'm just years behind. Literally. The only nervousest prop, yes, 100%. I was picking up what you're laying down for sure. Thanks for pointing that out, Kate. I gotta change that. Okay, so we've got a little fluffy bumblebee. He has 2 little, things coming out of his back. Looks like scissors at the moment. Now we're gonna take out some white, okay? Do I even have white on here? How do I just keep using all my white? It's mixed with yellow, my gosh. We're taking out white, folks, and it's going to be pure white. And right now on our paintbrush, we want more paint than water because we want the white to stick out as much as we can on these black spots, okay? I'm still using the paintbrush that's small. I have white on it. And we're just doing some little highlights, okay? We are gonna put maybe just a couple little white smudgies on his forehead. Maybe we're gonna do a couple little hairlines on his butt. And in the yellow. Bzz, hello, Jab. Alright, we're just buzzing away with this little cute bumblebee. Let's do a couple little yellow fuzz lines on top. Yo, thanks for those props! For the wave, for the trophy. I appreciate you. Sneaking in, seeing a cute little bee. Right? How's that? If this looks crazy to you, you can literally just put black, you'd brush it on top, but I had a different hand. Look, with black, I just covered up that little spot. If you don't like how you did it, you can go over it with white. Like, you do whatever, guys. Acrylic is very forgiving. Are you doing some little white fuzzies? Maybe some at the bottom. Alright. And now for his wings. We are with pure white again. And it's okay if there is a little more water on your brush than there has been that last step, because it's okay if the paint looks a little translucent. But you're going to follow that first black line you made and fill it up with white. And just bring her right down in an oval shape. Like I said, see how my paint's not fully, you could kind of see the blue behind it a little bit. Do the same behind it, just a little fill. It's okay if you paint over that black line you made. It's okay if you still see it if you paint over it. It's okay to see it. But it pushes it back in space a little bit if you cover it with white. And I'm getting that translucent look again, guys, because I'm using a little bit more water than paint on my brush. You can bring his wing over his body a little bit too if you want to see right here. How's that coming? Oh, I got some people saying they're slow today. That's totally okay. You know the video will be up soon. Here we go, though. We got some viewers as we paint those here. Maybe I'll hold this here so that you can also see that. Like that. All right. Let's see. Some viewers. Oh my frick, is that ever cute? Nice flower texture, cutie little bumblebee. Oh, we started on that one. What else we got? Oh my gosh. Love. I've got Bohemian Rhapsody. Is your karaoke song. Nice. Love the tiny. Sorry I didn't see your message before. Look at that pretty flower. Ooh, loving this one. Oh, right. Sorry, that's what you were telling me before. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, I like the pink flower. But can you do the fandango? The frog was easier than the bee. Yeah, we think so? Oh my gosh, guys. It's so funny. I always get it wrong. What's going to be harder and what's going to be easier. Look at that little yellow bean before we got into a bumblebee. Wow, beautiful flowers. Holy man. That's my family. Runs in the fam. Oh, oops. Sorry, guys. I keep showing my private messages. That is a beautiful flower, too. What else we got? Oh, yeah. Nice! Beautiful. I love seeing all your guys' examples. Okay. One back was your favorite? I can't even remember. I go through all of them again at the end. No stress on that one. What time is it? 9:40. Okay. So some of you, I saw in some messages, you're saying that you don't like how dark this line is. If your yellow is not strong enough to just go over top that by itself, you can put a little white, literally like white out, a little white stripe on there. And here, like I'll do it with yellow. You can look if you go right over top. Beep, beep. You can get rid of that line if you don't like it. I kind of like it a little bit, so I'm going to keep it a bit. But more than one person was asking about that. Look, you can bring that yellow fuzzy over top, whatever. So cute. Okay. What else do we need here? Okay, and if we still have white on our brush, we can keep using that little... Oh, we have a stinger! Oh, yes! I'm assuming that... we're just ad-libbing here. I'm assuming the stinger would just be something like right out the bottom of his little butt. With pure white, we'll just go... Ming. Right? Sound effect included. Necessary, actually, if you ask me. Pure white. Right out his little butt. Good Lord, Casil, what a time to come in. And look, you can, with more pure white, go over top the wing now that it's dried. And add a couple pure white lines to add some depth in that wing. I can show you guys if you want to draw the black lines on it, but that, especially for all y'all who have little tiny bumblebees, that will be very difficult. So let me know if you guys want that. I guess realistically his wing is a little like flowery. Not flowery, but so if you made a perfect oval of his wing, you can make one little bump out the bottom like that to get the shape of what was on the picture if you want it to be exact. And again, detail-wise, like, I always love just throwing little splotches of white around the whole painting, right? Because, okay, we've got white highlights in the bumblebee. We can throw some pure, I just got pure white on my brush. Maybe a couple little lines in this flower. Maybe not. If you don't want to, who cares? But I just feel like it kind of brings the painting together if I add maybe some down here. Some little white specks everywhere. Oh, that's a little crooked. Just, what can you do? Maybe some more pure white in the middle of the flower. How are we feeling about our bumblebees? Our flowers. Mine's kind of Hunchback and Notre Dame, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So one thing, if your stinger, let me see if I just like, let's say you made your stinger and now you feel like it looks too sharp off the bottom like that. You just go back in with black and just kind of bring back more of, bring back more of his little hairy butts. Mine's a little killer bee. Hey, I'll take it. And your bee came together in the end. Would you look at that? A direct, trust the process. Am I right? Am I right? Okay, so more, if you want to get more into your bumblebee detail-wise, again, this is if you want to go for it. If not, cool. If you have orange, or if you have a little bit of red, you can mix into the yellow that you were using before. This is probably something that we would have done before we went over the white with the bumblebee, but again, with a little brush and a a little bit of water on our paintbrush. You would go at the bottom of your little bumblebee and just do a couple little strikes of fluff. We're just kind of showing some value to kind of show more depth in your little guy. You can hardly even see it, guys. Maybe I'll do a more aggressive just so that you can see it on there better. If you want, toss some orange in the bottom. Oh my gosh, you can't even tell. Oh. Okay. How are we feeling about that? For the stinger, if your stinger's not showing up well, you can do a little touch of gray or black and just go down one side of your stinger just to make it pop out a little more. I feel like I'm going fast, but y'all seem to be doing just fine. Little fuzzy bumblebee. Does anybody want me to like show you how to paint in little like wing texture? Does anybody want to splatter some more? Does anyone have any questions? That stinger is still freaking you out. Isn't that what a stinger looks like? What do you mean? I don't understand. Just because you came in when I was painting it just right over his little butt. I thought they were like small limbs. We want more splatter? What color splatter should we do, you guys? Oh, I don't know. I thought it was big. I don't know. I've been stung by a bee twice in my life. Once was when I was on monkey bars as a kid, and I went and grabbed on one monkey bar, and there was a bee on it, and it stung my hand. I remember crying. That's all I remember. And Mom putting like vinegar or something crazy on it. I don't know. Mystified Pear wants some more splatter. Okay, let's do some. Orange splatter. Like around the bumblebee or something. Let's do that. Oh gosh, Mike. That's gross. Did you squash it? Yeah, because if you think about like you're on a monkey bar, right? You're going, and then if this is the monkey bar and there was a little bee right here, my little hand just went like this, and it was just instant psh, death. Cry. I was quite young. Oh, Valerie, thanks. I appreciate the prop with the popcorn. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, somebody wants orange splatter. And then they will get orange splatter. What am I doing? I don't know, I'm choosing a little baby brush, medium brush. You're mixing some water into your orange to make it quite watered down. And then you're gonna flick it. I'd go a little bit closer if you want it nice and condensed around the bee. You can bring it out farther away. You guys can't even see it. Do you see a little bit? I don't know why my orange isn't popping up on your screen very well. I'll give my webcam credit. It does pretty good for most things, but sometimes color just ain't. Oh no. Just got back there. Oh, hello, 216. Thank you. You should see all the other beautiful ones that are coming. I'll show all the viewers' paintings that are painting along. Okay, what else can we do? We can even do, like, I'll show you guys how I do big splots, big splits. Just telling y'all all my secrets. Which I feel like I should do a PSA of like, I don't know if they're like right techniques. I don't know. I only took 1 or 2 like art painting classes when I was really young, and then everything else I just kind of figured out as I went. So if there's like a professional out there being like, yo, you're not doing that right, you're probably right. This is just stuff that I figured out works for me. Okay, so we want to do some like drippies. Not splatter, but drippies. You want again that, but it's illustration. You do you. Hey, yeah, see? You're right, Justin. Thanks for that. Coming in here hot with the Gandhi comments. Not the Gandhi comments. I'm trying to think of what's the best word for it. Okay. I am just holding my paintbrush with the water that I have tapped before I come up. If you're a makeup girl, you'd have to tap before. Same with this. And you're literally going to go, like you're about to touch the canvas, but not. Oh gosh, they're getting away on me a little bit. What, like a magic wand technique? I'm just going to dab some away because I don't like them. And I don't know if you guys can see, I can't turn it fully or else they'll drip. But can you see how they made these cute little drops? Except maybe I failed because now I can't show you guys it flat. Let's just suck them up. Okay. How's that, guys? What did I just do? Okay, so I made these drops. So it's like, it's basically like splatter, but it's opposite. You lay it flat, and you like drip the paintbrush and give some force for it to kind of splatter out splotches instead of the like condensed splatter that we give. And what I just did to make it go this way for you guys, like I would usually let it dry flat for as long as I could, but I didn't want these to drip. So I took a dry paintbrush and I literally just sucked up the wet paint in there into the paintbrush so that there wasn't excess paint. Oh god, I just dropped this in there. So there wasn't excess paint that would drip when I put it straight, if that makes sense. Maybe. Okay, we got a request on how to do the lines of the wings, but before I talk about that, some people might be done already, because some people might not want to go into that detail. So if you want to be done, you can be done, guys. The painting's basically complete. Give it a little good signature at the bottom. How's that feeling? Look, we got some splotches in there. We got a fuzzy bumblebee. How do you feel? We are back live on Thursday. Justin, if you want more paint nights, drop a prop. Hey, like, I won't say no to that. Thanks for the props, you guys. I appreciate it. Props are just for some people, because some people have been asking me. Props are the little gifts at the bottom that people are sending, these little animations here, which is kind of a way to like give props to me as a creator. So you can put some cash into the I'm trying to think of where's the button that I do that. I think there's like a little gift at the button that you press, and it does go to the paint fund. You put a little bit of money into the gift part. I hate talking about this part because don't feel pressure that you have to. But and then you pick these cute little emojis and they send it to me and I collect them and I can cash them out for real money at some point. So, oh my gosh, with a unicorn. Thanks. You guys. I really appreciate it. Don't feel like you have to pay, but if you want to send a little something, that's a way to do it. Random people have been sending me e-transfers from random amounts. You guys are amazing. I appreciate every little bit of it. Another Putin uni. You guys, unicorn stars. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I appreciate the support. It all goes straight to my heart, you guys. I appreciate it. if you're bringing these paint nights to you, I want them to be free because I want anyone to be able to do them, and I like putting them on YouTube. So again, don't feel pressure. They're free for you. A lot of people have been messaging me asking how to pay, and I don't know how to tell them. So I guess that's the easiest way. Okay, guys. Somebody wanted to ask how to do the wings. So you're going to try to get the smallest brush you can. Are you using this little pen point tiny little brush? But again, all about the pressure. You can do a really small line with any type of brush. And you're going to go in your black, but you're going to use lots of water. Like, you hardly want any pigment on there. Like, way more water than paint on your brush. And you're going to start by doing a nice little U. And see how it's like really watered down? It's not like a super black line because there's more water than paint on my brush. And then you're going to bring that out. And you're just going to kind of follow the shape of that little wing. Oh my gosh, Jess, thanks for the bomb. Girl. And then the last one are just a couple lines out. And again, see how it's so watered down? Like, I haven't even loaded my brush or anything. That's just still water going a long way. I'm just gonna trace it. How's that? For a wing. And on the back, you really just have to do maybe that little oval circle. How's that? But the trick is all in using lots of water in your paintbrush because you want it to be nice and translucent. Ah, no problem. I'm excited to see all your guys. Oh yeah, I guess, should I show? That's basically all it is with the leaves. I'll show. Look at that. What else we got? There's another one. Oh my gosh, they are beautiful. Oh, look at that little one. Love that flower. Twins, Basil. Ooh, look at that bee. Very cute. Any ideas for your flower? Are you still here? I would just say you need to just make a more prominent white middle circle. So I'll just kind of do that whole process again where you take the color of your pink and then mix a little bit of white in there to make your white circle. And then add a little bit more pink to bring some lines over top once your white dries. I don't know if you're still here, so I hope that helps. What else we got here? Ooh, love the flower. I love how the takes too, Justin. I agree, that's my favorite part. Ooh, this is a video that I can't play on the computer, Kate, but I will share it on my story. Everyone, you know that if you tag me, it'll go on my story for everyone. Oh, look at that cute little bumblebee. Oh my gosh. So cute. The rest I'll share in my stories. I'll show that picture up close for whoever's painting the wings still. I know it's pretty straightforward. If you want, you can toss more white straight over top of that. If you feel like your lines are too dark, you can just put white right over top of them again to try to make that translucent look again. Oh my gosh, another bomb and some more hearts. Shout out Justin. Thanks, you guys. 2 paintbrushes is all you got? That's okay. That's okay. 2 is better than 1, but you could still do it with 1. For super, super, super thin lines too, you can use a pencil, you can use a pen, you can use a Sharpie. Oh my gosh, a donut. Shannon, I hope that your kids like it. Art class with Tay. If you can't go to art with your at school, I'll take it. I always get nervous that I'm not like geared towards kids, but I try my best. I'm almost done. They love it? Okay, good. I know my cousins are in here and they crush it. Rosie's usually in here. Shout out to 6-year-old Rosie who usually crushes it. Yeah, guys. You're the best. I'm so glad everyone's enjoying it. How you're not geared towards kids. Just because kids think differently. That's all. So sometimes I get stressed that I like teach in a different way. Like when I talk about like bottom, like a third or a quarter or like stuff like that, just some little kids wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So I get stressed. Shout out to Coach Dan. Yes, Coach Dan just got home. All right, guys. Oh yeah, and then you gotta sign her up. I'm gonna sign mine in purple. Do I have any purple left? Kind of. Whatever, that's fine. Tay. Alright, guys. Bumblebee paint night done. Let me know if you're watching this on YouTube, if you have any questions, if you think I should add anything to this lesson as we go. Thursday we're going to do Baby Yoda. I decided. Sorry, guys. I told you at the start we're going to do it on the 28th, but we're going to do Baby Yoda on Thursday to shout out Comic Expo should have been starting. Yes, Julia. Oh, thanks for the alarm. People are excited about Baby Yoda. Bye, everybody. Thanks for the props. Thanks for the fun. I enjoyed myself today. I think this is super cute. All of them that came in were super cute. Yeah, remember, call Mona Lisa if you live in Calgary. They can help you out with supplies if you're thinking around a $50 budget. Follow me on everything. Taytayski, Instagram, Caffeine, YouTube, Facebook if you want. Whatever you want, guys. You're the best. Thanks for sharing it. There was a lot of new people here today. Thanks for hanging out even if you're not painting. Thanks for watching on YouTube in the future. Yeah. All right, guys. Bye. You're the best. Bye.